Coach, it looked like Devontae Graham was as in control and as dominant and poised as he has been in the NBA. Fair to say, was that kind of the plan to have him played on the stretch, or was it just what he did?
Well, you got to give him credit. He had a great summer. He put himself in position to have a game like this. This is, I'm not surprised. It was, the rotation thing was, we were going to rest Terry. That was his normal rotation, is to go to Devontae at that time. That was Terry's normal rest time. I was going to bring him back, but that group just started rolling. We were down 10. They started playing, and we cut that thing, and I rolled with that group. But you got to give Devontae a lot of credit. That entire group to stick with it. The resiliency they showed. Tay was poised down the stretch, made the right play every single time down the stretch, made big shots, made big passes. Defensively, he was great. You got to give him a lot of credit.
Coach, tongue in cheek, was this really BJ's first NBA game? I mean, with the way he played from start to finish, very
I
cool.
told you guys, I thought he'd been in the league for 2 years already. He was great. He's fantastic. I mean, he's a poised young man. I'm excited about the kid we have in house now, and he's only going to get better from here. It's his job to continue to grow. He's going to see different defenses every night. But I'm excited about what we see so far. His maturity out there, his poise, his decision making. I thought he was great too.
How was Devontae different this preseason than maybe the end of last season?
Well, he spent a lot of time in the gym this summer. Took a lot of shots, worked on his shot a tremendous amount on his finishing and on his decision making. Those are the 3 things we need from him: decision making, shot making, and to compete every night. He just looks much more poised, even more so than last year.
JB, congratulations on getting that first win. That's important, I think, to get this young team off on the right foot. But you had the range of emotions from a super first half, 63 points, as many as a 16-point lead, all the way down to trailing by 10 later. What does this say about the competitiveness, the desire, the comeback that your guys showed?
It's what I've said to the guys for a number of days now. It's discipline and resiliency. When things go well, we built a nice lead there. We got to stay disciplined, not get too full of ourselves, continue to play the right way. Teams are going to make runs in this league. That's a heck of a team over there. That's a really talented group. They're going to win a lot of games this year. So you're going to have ups and downs throughout a game. You got to stay resilient, and our guys did. They didn't hang their heads, even through the runs that Chicago had. We stuck with it. We were pulling together on the sideline, and it's the blend of discipline throughout a game and resiliency, and our guys showed both.
You guys gave up a lot of shots at the rim, especially early. Why was that? Was that something by design? Were you trying, or I know you've talked about wanting to cut off shots at the rim.
Yeah.
They weren't going in, thankfully, for you guys. Right?
Yeah, we're just got to get better defensively. That's the bottom line. And it's going to start in the paint. That's a very good offense. Again, you got to give them credit. We can't allow that many points in the paint, though. That's going to cost us a lot of nights defensively. Thankfully, our offense got us through tonight. I think our offense got us through. Our defense has to get better. The guys in that locker room understand that. We'll continue to work at it. But we're a work in progress. We got a long way to go. But I think our guys competed tonight. We'll watch the film and learn from them.
Considering how young this group is, do you have to approach them in terms of coaching knowing that they're younger as opposed to a more veteran team in a game like this?
Well, we have a blend of vets and young guys on this group, and I'm looking to the vets to provide leadership and poise, and guys like Marv was great tonight on the sideline, helping those young guys through. Give Cody a lot of credit. MKG on the bench, give him a lot of credit. We have a good blend here, and again, we're learning on the fly as we go. This is all new for everybody. This is the first time we've been together in battle, in competition. I was learning about them on the fly. When I watch film tonight, I'm going to learn more about them. As we go throughout the season, though, I expect those guys to learn and grow and develop, more and more chemistry. We are a young group, but I think they showed a lot of poise and resiliency.
Did Nick break his finger?
I don't know. I don't have an update.
Yes. I said that before you're here. You broke the third finger of left hand.
It's only one game. What does this do for your team psyche to have a win like this in the season opener? So you guys have a young team trying to build this thing when we round up again.
Well, it's always great to teach and learn after a win. I think that for our guys to come in tomorrow, just to grow and build off of this is important. And after a win, I think our guys are much more open, receptive, and willing to get back after it tomorrow. But we got to get better. That's the bottom line. Nobody's, jumping up and down in that locker room. They understand this is a good win for us, but we got a lot of work to do. This is a long season. It's one of 82, and I expect our guys to come in tomorrow to work. And our pillars don't change. After a win, after a loss, we are what we are. We're gonna stay consistent in that and continue to build this program.
You spoke before today, you've spoken a few times about how fluid the rotations are going to be as they were tonight. Do you foresee any changes Friday, starting lineup-wise, given the way tonight?
As of
played
now,
out?
no. You know, as I watch the film and I study the film and then look at Minnesota, you know, obviously it's a fluid situation. But I think that group got off to a decent start. I think the first group showed, you know, they belong and they were ready for the moment. They're only gonna get better right now, but it's my job to evaluate and watch, and we're gonna do that.
You like Marvin off the bench, the veteran presence, because he kind of gives you a calmness when
He
comes
does
on
give
the
us a
bench.
calmness. You know, he and Nick really give us a nice blend in the second unit. I think it's gonna help Monk, it's gonna help Devontae, I think we saw that. But that last group, look at how young we were to close that game. That was a very young group that closed. But Marvin's a big part of that poise for our second unit.
3-point shooting, excuse me, 3-point shooting was a big plus tonight. Looking at the turnovers, though, how concerned are you about?
I don't think we shot enough threes tonight. Wanted 40, you know. No, I think, look, this is what the defense gave us tonight. I think our guys, to me, I was really excited about what I saw in the ball movement tonight. Tremendous ball movement, tremendous amount of trust, and we were getting some really good looks at three. We'll continue that, and I forgot your second question.
How concerning are the turnovers, 19 of those tonight?
It is something we're gonna continue to work on.
James, you talked about the threes a second ago, 44. I mean, I think it was after the Miami preseason game. Terry said, hey, we only shot 21 threes tonight. We know we're expected to do a little bit more than that. But how do you balance that with taking the best shot, the open shot? What's your nightly expectation on that?
Well, I think we tried to make the right play. We tried to get to the rim, you know, and we did that. When the rim collapsed, we had kick out threes. And we didn't settle for just a good three. We were trying to get a great three. And as you saw on multiple occasions, we got wide open threes with ball movement. It's not the first shot we're looking for. But if that's what the defense presents us with, we're gonna take it. But I think our spacing was really fantastic tonight. The ball movement was great, and the pace. I think there was a stretch there where we were the aggressor in transition. Those three phases are important for us.
Coach, you told us to watch out for P.J. Washington, Bacon, and Graham. What impressed you the most out of the three of them?
I think their poise and maturity, more than anything. I mean, they all made shots, they all made plays, but I think it's the poise that you would look out there on the floor and they weren't rattled by the moment. That's a huge step for a young group. And in the moment, first game of the season, having not really played together, right? We've done this a few times in preseason, but to do it in an actual NBA game against top level team like Chicago is just impressive for a young group. So the most important thing was the poise and maturity they showed.
What did you think about the atmosphere tonight?
I thought it was fantastic. I thought the fans were great. We felt them throughout the game. We love our fans. We need them. This is their team, and I hope they keep supporting us.
Coach,
and I know they will. They will.
You guys set a franchise record with 23 made three-pointers. Is this something you guys feel like you can do every single night, or is this just an outlier?
Well, last year we set a franchise record in offensive rating. Last year we set an three-point made, three-point attempted last season, franchise record. Look, it's what we believe in. If that's what the defense presents us, we're gonna hunt it down. If they want to take away our threes, there's other options on the table, and we just got to filter that out every single game. That's where we have to grow. If the defense gives us that, we're going to take it. If they take away the threes, we need the rim, and that's my job to make sure our guys understand it.
You ended the third quarter with that kind of small ball lineup, Marvin, PJ, Monk, Graham, and Rozier. Went to the fourth quarter with a 1-point lead. Seemed like that worked for you guys. What does that lineup give you? It seemed like it made a lot of open shots for Marvin and PJ especially.
Well, it helped us offensively. I think it's a dynamic group where we have spacing, shooting, playmaking. It gives us PJ. PJ has the ability to roll. Marvin has the ability to roll and still put pressure on the rim. I don't want five guys just standing on the perimeter looking for threes. We got to have somebody putting pressure on the rim. PJ allows us to do that. PJ has the ability to post up as well in that lineup. He can play against a lot of these fives in the NBA. Obviously, we got to get better with that group defensively, and I think we will over time. But that was a very good offensive group for us tonight.
Coach, you had mentioned talking at one point about PJ bouncing back between here and Greensboro. You scrapping that plan?
He's going there tomorrow. I think he's already in the car. Isn't he right? Mike?
Yep.
He's in the car already? Yeah, he was great. And the thing with this kid is he's poised, he's not full of himself. To me, he's gonna come back tomorrow and work. If not, we'll have a conversation, but I don't expect that.
Coach, you talked to media day about Dwayne Bacon potentially being you guys' best perimeter defender. He's on Zach LaVine for the majority of the game. First half, he had 2 points, 1 of 7 shooting. LaVine had some points down there in the stretch in the fourth quarter, but how do you feel Bacon did on defense tonight?
I thought Bacon competed defensively tonight. We're gonna need him to compete every single night. He's a two-way guy. He has that ability, but I wanna give Miles Bridges a lot of credit. He accepted the challenge we gave LaVine to Miles at one point during the game. I thought he was locked in defensively. You know, his numbers don't show it as far as points, but he competed defensively, rebounded, had great energy in that fourth quarter. And I want to give Miles a lot of credit tonight.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.